Welcome back to another video. I'm your trader Sam, and right now I want to show you what we can be expecting next for Bitcoin. It is a little bit of a tricky one because although we have massive bullish CVD divergences throughout this whole range here, we are also testing support here several times at the point of control where we could get an aggressive drop to claim all of these lows just before the value area low. We do have a daily level there as well. So a lot of confluence here, but before we jump into this, guys, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for your support so far. It does mean a lot to me, and it's going to help the channel continue to grow. All right, now let's crack on. You can see here, guys, that we have a lot of liquidity sat just in front of the value area low down here. Okay, so what would make sense is for Bitcoin to come down here to the daily level and get some sort of a reaction here. Although we've been continually making higher lows and higher highs, we know that Bitcoin loves to take liquidity from both sides of the market before going on to its next range, where it does pretty much the same thing. Now, we've already taken liquidity from the range high up here, from these higher lows that have been put in. We have left behind a lot of liquidity sat at these lows here, right where we have the value area low and this important daily level here. If we also take our Fibonacci tool from the lows of this range to the very high, we can see that we do have this 786 region coming in just beneath the daily as well. We have just kissed the 618 already, although because we haven't come a bit deeper into it and this SFP here was very shallow, I do think that it is highly likely that we do get a corrective move all the way down here to take out all of this liquidity and get a reaction. Price is currently just hovering above this upwards sloping trend line. And we know that retail traders, they love to break out trade. So if we were to get a move beneath this sloping trend line, I do think it's going to be very fast, an aggressive move down here, where you have a lot of traders entering late, opening up their short positions at the lows, creating a huge influx of volatility. When these kinds of moves play out, they can look extremely bearish, and people like to jump on the bandwagon looking for much lower prices. However, when you do look at the overall context, when we look at the bullish CVD divergences that have been playing out through this whole entire range, when we look at what the ES is doing, what the DXY is doing, when we look at higher time frames, and we can see that we are continually putting in higher highs and higher lows. And when we see that reaction, when price eventually gets to the points that we are looking at, we can completely remove emotion and look for those long positions despite everything on lower time frames looking extremely bearish. Now, if we do come down and lose 33,917, my next level of interest is going to be the range low at 33,203, where it is sat just beneath this major low put in here. So we will have that liquidity as well as the range low liquidity. You can see that price has made several attempts on higher time frames to close beneath this point of control. In the last few 8-hour candles, we have managed to stay above the weekly at 34,550, above this point of control as well. If we were to manage to close the next 8-hourly candle above this weekly and point of control, in my opinion, that would be a nice sign of strength. So opening up a long position here, knowing where our invalidation zone is just beneath these lows, I do see this as an acceptable area to take a position from. Knowing that if you do get stopped out here, that we do have our other levels of support close by where we can check the reaction for a possible bounce. If you're looking for the best exchange to do your trading on, then look no further than Mexi and Bybit, guys. I personally use both of them. I like Mexi for its low fees. It does have the lowest fees across the whole board. And I've been using Bybit for a very long time now, and it's always been completely solid. Mexi has up to $20,000 worth in bonuses, and Bybit has up to $30,000 worth in bonuses. So make sure that you do take advantage of these guys while they are around. Also, if you like what we're doing here on the channel and you want to see more updates live in the time with trading setups from me and other coaches, well, you can get that over at the Legends Training Community. We have up to 25% off forever with code legendary25. So if you are interested in these guys, you can check the links here in the description. Looking at the ES, guys, you can see this pattern that we have been monitoring for a very long time. we are on our way to hitting the value area high of this range and the 618. So as long as this keeps going to plan, we can expect a lot more upside for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market in the short to medium term. That's it for this quick Bitcoin update, guys. If you did find value from this, smash the like button. Also subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao.